Muhammad was a political and religious leader who was born in 570 in Mecca. In this video, I want you, the viewer, to decide, Muhammad a better role model or Jesus? Now, to keep this unbiased, we are going to see what Muhammad and Jesus say on the same issues. I will let you, the viewer, decide. The first topic will be the treatment of women. Here you can see Muhammad say that a woman's testimony is only half that of a man's due to the deficiency in her intelligence. Here in Mark chapter 14 verse 6, you can see Jesus defending a woman who is being rebuked. In Galatians chapter 3 verse 28, you can see Paul the Apostle affirm the teachings of Jesus that men and women are equal. Which is why in Christianity we believe that a woman's testimony is equal to a man's, not half of a man's. Next will be the punishment for adultery. So here's a story about a woman who comes to Muhammad and confesses that she committed fornication. Essentially, through all of this, he waited for her to give birth to the baby and breastfeed the baby and wean him off of it. And then he found a home for the child. Then he had people dig a grave for her and she was stoned to death. Here in John chapter 8 verse 3 through 11, you can see a woman being saved by Jesus from being stoned for the same thing. Next will be how they handled enemies. So according to Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Sa'ad, and other hadith sources, Muhammad ordered a lot of his enemies to be unalived. A lot of them. One being as dumb as mocking his poetry and helping the enemy. Jesus, on the other hand, dealt with his enemies differently. Jesus taught us to pray for our enemies. He taught us to love our enemies and to bless those who curse us. Jesus even rebuked one of his followers for trying to resort to violence, while Muhammad encouraged violence. Next will be how they spread the religion. Muhammad basically says here that he is ordered by God to fight people until they take Shahada, so that they can save their lives and their property from him. Here's another hadith cross-reference to strengthen that claim. Here is Allah commanding Muslims to fight against the disbelievers in the 9th chapter and 29th verse of the Quran. Jesus taught his disciples to spread the religion in peace. Jesus said, teaching them to follow all that I commanded you, and behold, I am with you always to the end of the age. No warmongering. Muhammad wanted to fight for an earthly kingdom and an earthly reign. The kingdom of Christ is not one of this world. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for part 2.